grade teacher, Victoria Soto. You can see several people in the crowd were wearing green. That was Victoria's favorite color. First grade teacher was killed on Friday morning. She died trying to protect her students. Victoria Soto was 27 years old. Emily Parker was just 6 years old. She is another one of the victims of this tragedy, and her father spoke publicly last night. He is one of the only parents to come forward to talk openly about their terrible loss. It's because he wants everyone to know how special his little girl was.
I'd really like to offer our deepest condolences to all the families who were directly affected by this shooting. It's a horrific tragedy, and we want everybody to know that our hearts and our prayers go out to them. This includes the family of the shooter. I can't imagine how hard this experience must be for you. And I want you to know that our family and our love and our support goes out to you as well. My daughter, Emily, would be one of the first ones to be standing and giving her love and support to all those victims. Because that's the type of person that she is. Not because of any parenting that my wife and I could have done, but because those are the gifts that were given to her by her Heavenly Father. I have two really good friends at home who've set up a Facebook page to help raise money for Emily. And when I've gotten on that and just seen the number of people who have commented and expressed their condolences, it's been quite overwhelming. As the deep pain begins to settle into our hearts, we find comfort reflecting on the incredible person that Emily was and how many lives that she was able to touch in her short time here on earth. Emily was bright, creative, and very loving. Emily was always willing to try new things other than food. She loved to use her talents to touch the lives of everyone that she came into contact with. She was an exceptional artist, and she always carried around her markers and pencils so that she never missed an opportunity to draw a picture or make a card for those around her. I can't count the number of times Emily noticed someone feeling sad or frustrated and would rush to find a piece of paper to draw them a picture or to write them an encouraging note. Emily's card making was expressed beautifully this last October when she placed a very special card that she had made into the casket with her grandpa, who also just recently died of a tragic accident. Emily was a mentor to her two little sisters, and delighting in teaching them how to read, dance, and find the simple joys in life. Emily's laughter was infectious, and all those who had the pleasure to meet her would agree that this world is a better place because she has been in it. She was their best friend. They were all born within 3 years of each other, so by law they're very close. She was teaching my middle daughter to read. She would help my youngest daughter learn how to make things, show her how to do crafts. They looked up to her. And they looked to her when they needed comfort. Usually that's saved for a mom and a dad. But it was really sweet to see the times when one of them would fall or one of them would get their feelings hurt, how they would run to Emily to get support and hugs and kisses. She was the type of person that could just light up a room. She always had something kind to say about anybody. And her love and the strength that she gave us and the example that she showed to us is remarkable. She is an incredible person. And I'm so blessed to be her dad. I was leaving to work, and she woke up before I left. And I've actually been teaching her Portuguese, and so our last conversation was in Portuguese. And she told me good morning, and asked how I was doing, and I said that I was doing well. She said that she loved me, and I gave her a kiss, and I was out the door. Free agency is given to all of us to act and choose to do whatever we want, and God can't take that away from us. And I know that that's something that he was given, and that's what he chose to do with it. And I know that God can't take that away. I'm not mad, because I have my agency to make sure that I use this event to do what I can, to do whatever I can, to one, make sure that my family and my wife and my daughters are taken care of, and that if there's anything that I can do to help anybody at any time, anywhere, that I'd be willing to do that. As we move on from what happened here, what happened to so many people, let it not turn into something that defines us, but something that inspires us to be better, to be more compassionate, and more humble people.
Emily and her family moved here to Newtown from Utah earlier this year, and she will be laid to rest in Utah. You know, this shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary is raising lots of questions, including how far the Second Amendment extends the rights to bear arms. We'll take a closer look right after the break.